getting in. We see them every day in the market and we buy them.
So you've been buying smuggled items too?
Yeah, we've been buying. I've been buying anyway because there's sometimes it's cheap.
It's cheap when
Yes,
it's smuggled.
Yes.
Okay, let me speak with Olumuyiwa, who's in Aja. All right, Olumuyiwa, welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I used to buy all these shoe placing beside the road. Mine's, shoe.
Shoes, okay.
Yes. Until one customer officer said most of these shoes, clothes we are buying, that they are the one they seize from people and resell it out by themselves.
Wait, let me understand. So the custom guys who seize these goods now resell them. That's what you were told?
Yes, maybe to their family or friends. And those one now put it beside the road or in the shop and resell it to us. So from that day, I stopped buying it. and let me make this one in conclusion. You are pursuing people from the shop for rice. But those that are making love for our life now, they don't want innocent motto. They don't want pigeons. We are just hypocrites in this country. Good morning.
Morning. Jonathan is here. Good morning, Jonathan.
Hey, how are you doing now?
I'm great. Thank you.
I address the people. I'm also living around Quadry. I now have studied in the
Jonathan, can you speak a little louder?
Yes, I said I'm also living around Quadry.
Okay.
And I leave my home every day, 4:45. 4:45. Me and those guys will meet every morning on the road.
You and the smugglers.
Exactly, we meet every day.
So you know them. You know them.
I might not personally know them, but I meet their vessel every morning. I come to office every day. But since the closure of this border, I am telling you factually, they have dropped to zero. I'm telling you, factually. And let me tell you something. There is rice in this country. If it's rice is the issue, rice is inside this country. I can confidently tell you, it might be expensive. Just 2 days ago, somebody was even telling me that the local rice, in December time, this scramble was everywhere. Somebody was just telling me just day before yesterday, they were carrying me to the store and say, "Oh, God, come and buy rice. The rice don't full everywhere." I said, "But during that time, you thought, Buhari, no." The guy actually confessed to me that yes, he said so. He said, "These are local rice. Is rice the issue? I'm even stop. Is rice our food? Must we eat rice?" Yes.
Big question there.
Wemimo, if I come to visit in your own village, if you serve me rice, I will fight you.
What would you rather eat? Pounded yam and egusi?
And vegetables.
Well done.
We know.
Well done. Thank you, Jonathan. Let's speak with Moses finally before we get this conversation started. Moses is in Lekki. Welcome to the show. Hello, Moses. Oh, Moses, are you there? Okay, and he's been on the line for a while. I'm sorry, Moses, I can't hear you. Okay, let me speak with who? Okay, let's see. All right, your line is gone. Let me speak with Nkechi Macaulay, who did a fantastic report on smuggling at the Seme border. Some of our callers, you heard them, have said that, well, since the close of the border, smuggling has reduced. In fact, Jonathan claims he used to see them every morning, but now it's practically not there. Is that so?
It's not true. The only thing that is smugglers have devised other means, other routes to get their smuggled good into the country. So it's no longer directly from the road down to Seme from Badagry. They are now looking for other alternative routes through the waterways, through the bushes, through the villages to get the rice in. Yes, there's been a reduction, quite true, since they closed the borders. Wow, there's been a huge reduction. But then they have devised all the ways, all the means to get in the rice and other commodities into Nigeria.
So what spurred your interest to even look at this story? Why were you interested in female smugglers?
Because I see them. They're my community. And I'm like, I used to ask, Yatola, how did you go about this thing? And she just tells me, and I'm like, okay. So I saw that lots of women towards the Badagry region, it's their business. Every young girl, every woman wants to go into smuggling activity, into smuggling of rice, of all krika, or vegetable oil, poultry product. And because it is cheap at the borders or at Seme or at Cotonou, when they buy it and bring it in, they make so much profit. So they could go.
So the challenge is just crossing that border.
Yes.
And once you can pick it from Cotonou in here, I mean, business is done.
Simple. It's easy buck, easy money.
I hear some of them bring it over the border. They don't even bring it into Lagos. They sell right there, close to the border, to some other people who then bring them into the country. So it looks like we have some people who do intermediary, business, like just cross it over, sell right there.
Yeah. Yes, you're correct. I've been to Seme. I was there last November. And right there at the close to the immigration, rice all over. You could go buy them, but you can't carry it out from Seme.
So what are you supposed to do with it?
Stay there and eat it.
Sit there and eat all the rice.
I got there, I was like, almost rice. I couldn't carry even one derrica. It was so bad. Because you'd be seized along the way from Seme down to Badagry. So for most women, the option is go through the waterways, go through the villages along the, on the coastal road down to Badagry. Get the boats and get down to Badagry, and then from there again, it's a journey, because when they get to Badagry, they actually connect with the bus drivers or with the kabu drivers to, pull the rice in their car compartment, in very horrible compartment of the car. Could be the engine, it could be the door, it could be inside the boot, underneath, just put the rice, smuggle in there and pay the guy. He drops you at whatever route you're going to.
Amazing. Let's talk about these women. What informs their decision to go into these businesses? You spoke with quite a number of them. Exactly. I listened to that report, and it looks like, it was normal for them. But what's their lives? What's it like?
For them, it's money spinning. It's the only kind of business that they can do that could give them quick money, like I said earlier on. If you buy rice at Cotonou for like 7,000 naira per bag, you know how much you're going to sell it when you come down into Lagos? That's
right
profit.
Now, that's about 24,000 naira.
That's money.
25.
Yes. And for some, going to Cotonou is a bit tight right now because of the border closure. So the guys in Cotonou brings the rice down to Seme in the hinterland, not at the border. So they will go into the villages, meet their clients there and collect the rice and then try to pass them in. So it's money spinning. And they could go for like 2 or 3 trips in a day and make so much profit. Yes.
Wow.
They could leave as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. By the time you're like 7, you're doing your first trip.
So does this reflect on their, societal status? So, I mean, I imagine making so much money every day. So these women that you spoke to, have you seen it? For how long have they been in this business? And if they've been doing for so long, does it reflect in, the economic status?
Well, it does in a way for those who are small-time smugglers. You have the big-time female smugglers. Those ones partner with the customs. They have their boyfriends on the customs, so they could get so many bags of rice. Years ago, we had what we call, there are some particular women who actually run this. It's like a ring, and we call them the queen bees. Why we call them that is because these women will literally sit on the bonnet of the cars, on one of the car. I'm not kidding.
Sit on the bonnet?
Yes, on the car. They will tie Bobani road. They'll sit on the front of the car.
Why?
And they would drive on that car, bringing in other cars with their goods. No custom will stop them because they have a connection somewhere. So, but they stopped actually anyway.
So I'm trying to understand this. That's an escort. So instead of vehicles smuggling items in, and a woman
is in front on one of the cars, the first car. She sits on the bonnet.
So they respect her sitting on the bonnet.
Of course. She would drive down all the way down and cross my area, because I would sit there, I'm like, who are these ladies? I had to ask questions, and they were like,
please guys, do you know these ladies? Do you know them? What sort of power do they have?
But they've actually stopped doing that. That was like years ago, and I think right about now it's no longer tenable. They've stopped doing that. I don't know why, but then you will see the ladies. They'll sit on the
do you know any of these women, guys? Just tell me what you think so far. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you. I'm so sorry. I'd love to hear from you, but your line is... I'm sorry. Can you call again? Your line is really, really, really bad. I know you have a question, but please try again. Moses is in Lekki and is calling us from there now. Moses?
Hello.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone in the studio.
Welcome.
The truth is that it's not really about this smuggling rice. Nigerian rice is full. There is stone all over the rice. Beans, there is stone all over it. Even if they will have to transfer these beans abroad, they will pick it. If they will have to transfer this rice abroad, they will pick it. But Nigerians, they don't compete. They are not ready for competition. So I don't understand.
So you're saying you guys prefer to go for the foreign rice because...
It's better because it's even good for your health. What is Nigerian rice? When they are not ready to please their people, but they are ready to please the white man.
Great thought there, Moses. Let's speak with Jonathan. Is at Ajao. Good morning.
Wemimo, how are you doing?
I'm great. Jonathan, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Can you permit me to engage that guest you have there?
Go ahead. It's a morning crossfire.
Yes, because I said something, he said it's a lie. And I feel very infringed.
So you said earlier on that the spate of smuggling has reduced.
I'm repeating it. That's what I'm hearing right now. I said we meet on the road every morning that I come to work. Between 4 and 5, we meet on the road. And I'm telling her factually, I don't know why she's living, whether she's living on that corridor, I don't know. But she cannot just say it's wrong. What I'm telling her is fact. It's fact.
Okay, he says that smuggling...
If she wants to confirm it, to get on the road between 4 and 5 and come to last week, and tell me and come to this station and call tomorrow if you see one of those vehicles that are smuggling. Well, water, if the man is correct with water, I won't default what she's saying with water.
So what do you think? What do you think, Nkechi? Just hold on the line, Jonathan. Nkechi?
I'm just laughing because I guess he doesn't know I also live in that access.
What I'm saying is funny.
Yes, it's funny because there are women smuggling out goods, women smuggling in goods. They live in my community, and I see these women. They go very early in the morning. Yes, I do stay in that area. Yes, I do. I stay in Ibiye.
And are you on the road between 4 and 5?
Yes, I am on the road between 4 and 5. I said earlier on that they have changed their system of smuggling in. You won't see them in the morning and the bus that you enter when you're going to work in the morning. There are other ways they go through.
I heard what you said.
Can I also tell you that there are other routes apart from Badagry? There is Bagi, there is Muwo. There are other ways they are entering to get those goods, not from your regular route.
I'm not disputing that. That's what I said. If you heard me right. But you disputed what I said.
You said to zero level. You said to zero level, and I'm saying no. No. I'm saying no. Because I've got females who I know.
On that corridor of that road, the kind of vehicle that they put all these truck absorber on, you will not see one.
Those particular... Women don't use those kind of vehicles. Women don't use those kind of vehicles that you're talking about right now. I'm telling you that women still go out and smuggle in goods.
Now they go out smuggling goods, maybe to the water. I'm not disputing that. You get me right.
So what is this argument? It appears to me that like you're both.
Wemimo. So you know what I said.
So I'm the umpire here, Jonathan. Listen, I have allowed you guys to argue it out. So you are saying that you no longer see the vehicles, and she's saying that right now they have alternative routes.
Yes.
And most of those women don't use those kind of vehicles. So what's the argument?
And Wemimo, what I go back to say is
yes.
Repeat what I said, and I'm repeating what I said. I said on the road, I don't go on the water. Maybe she travel on the water, or she fly on the water. I don't know. I can't say for water, but on the road that I know, every morning that I come to work 365 days a year, that I see them. They even cause promotion on the road. Sometimes they interject all of us on the road. I don't see them one. Even this morning, I didn't see one.
All right, Jonathan. Jonathan, thank you very much. Let me speak with Chinoye. She's been on the line for a while from Aja. Chinoye, thank you for holding the line. Hello, Chinoye. Oh, my goodness. And you've been on the line for so long. Chinoye, are you there? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Please try call again. Now you know how I have a soft heart for women calling. Remember that we have a line for female callers. The number is 080-01-277-0993. The first number is for female callers. We encourage you to call. So do tell us. You had the argument between Jonathan and Nkechi in the studio, arguing out. They both stay at the Badagry end.
I think I understand what he's saying. Now, for the male smugglers, you know, there's quite difference from female smuggling. The way they go about it. They have this reconstructed vehicles that they use to smuggle. Yes, that particular type has reduced to a bit. Women don't use those kind of vehicles. They enter normal buses going down to Badagry.
Just like travelers.
Yes, they will carry a big basket of, you know, they want to go and buy paper or something. You wouldn't know that they are smugglers. They don't dress like smugglers, like, in quote. They're like normal women going to the market, going to shop.
Let's speak with Ola. He's at Ikorodu. Ola, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You heard the argument on the show this morning. What do you think?
Yes, actually, I want to contribute.
Yes, please go ahead.
I'm once a smuggler.
Oshe, welcome to the show. Good to have you here.
The issue is the closure of the border is very good. The issue of rights they are arguing about is you cannot live around the Ikorodu area and you don't have legal means of working. There's no way you will not do smuggling.
What kind of smuggling were you into, or are you currently into?
Cars. I was into cars.
Cars. Are you still doing it now?
No.
Why did you stop?
What happened is I was into European cars, cars from Europe. Then now in Nigeria, they're into American cars. So I do go abroad to buy cars. Then what we find out is when you import cars to Nigeria, within 3 days, you start entering them already. So when I have about 15 cars, I will take like maybe 8 through Nigerian border. Through Nigerian port. Then I will take like maybe 7 through Cotonou. And you find out that if you leave your car there, you don't even have money to clear. You can stay 1 year before you clear it.
At the port, you mean?
At the port in Cotonou.
So was this good business for you, smuggling the cars through Cotonou?
The reason why is if I should bring my car to Nigeria, under 3 days it will enter Temori. Then I would need to raise money to clear my car. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If I leave it in Cotonou, if I get buyers for it, I can easily collect little money from there and go and clear it and bring and collect balance.
Wow.
So now, the issue of rights they are talking about, I could remember then, if we line up to settle custom, because custom, they collect money. You cannot cross the border without, custom must collect money from you. You find out that Volvo, do you know Volvo 240 GLE,
right,
the old ones, they carry between 99 and 101 bags. And you see the same Volvo, every night, there are about 100, 200 of them, they
wow,
will custom and cross it to E4.
Even now?
No, then. I'm just talking about then.
Okay.
You understand? So the point is, I want to tell you that even at the border, those vehicles, they collect those rights free. It's after selling it at E4, they will go back and pay them.
Thank you for sharing your experience. I've been looking for a smuggler to call. You're an ex-smuggler. Maybe we can, you know, I'm sorry, but maybe we look for amnesty for you too.
There are warehouses at the border, so many warehouses, that if you are loading 1,000 trailers today, you can load it at the border.
Right.
And those vehicles are going every day. And there's no way you can smuggle without the connivance of the custom men.
Because you need them to look the other way. Thank you so much, Ola. Let me speak with Daniel. He's been on the line from Ikeja. Welcome to the show, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope it isn't something with that particular line. And you've been on the line for a while. Again, I apologize. But we need to head out for our first break on the show. As usual, the money crossfire is heated today. Arguments, no. Smuggling has stopped. No. Smuggling is still ongoing. No. They have other means. No. I need more smugglers to call. If you are a smuggler right now, that's what you do for a living, please call me. I'd like to hear from you. I said the phone line's buzzing. I'm also coming over to Facebook. I see you on the live stream there, and YouTube, and on Twitter. I'll be taking your messages also on WhatsApp. If you want to send your message right now to WhatsApp, the number is 08095975805. It's a very short break I'm taking right now, and I'll be back with Nkechi Macaulay. We're looking at the story that she's done on the Report Women network of the Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism on female smugglers in Lagos, especially at the Seme border. Join the show again after this break. I'm Wemimo Adewuni.
From your number one talk news and sports station, this is the Morning Crossfire with Wemimo and Sheriff.
Yes, we're back, and I'm sorting your messages on Twitter, Facebook, on the live stream right now. You can join the conversation. Twitter is already going very, very hot with the argument so far. People are trying to join in the conversation between Nkechi and Jonathan on if smuggling is stopped already. Let me read some comments here. Olade Cruz says custom wives have become dealers of all the items, rice, fabrics, etc. Banned items are still very much in circulation. Only few this time can smuggle directly. Okay, says even House of Rep members, what do they eat? It's not foreign rice. We need to go and check the kitchen to be sure. Mutaza Miki Yusuf says Nkechi is right. A lot of smuggling activities have been ongoing along that axis for years. Smuggling is still ongoing along Badagry borders and even Port Novo, Dahomey borders. Shutting down our border is neither is not really good. But okay, Yusuf Akinwale says how smuggled rice still makes its way into Nigeria after the ban leaves to question the integrity of our custom. On the other hand, people need to survive from the suffering meted on us by those who can't eat the so-called Nigerian rice we're forced to eat. Joy Forever says Jonathan should stop defending this. Smuggling is still thriving. Go to our markets very early in the morning. Do we still have turkey? Bend down. By bend down, you mean second-hand clothing and other items. Foreign rice in the market, says life is a talking drum. Nkechi, rice is not the only thing smuggled.
No, it's not the only thing smuggled. We have Africa, fairly used goods, vegetable oil. We also have fish. We also have pineapples too.
And those pineapples they taste really nice. So I bought some pineapples and they tell me, oh, it's Cotonou pineapple.
Yeah.
But it's so nice. It's never sour.
Yes, it's sweet.
But it's smuggled. Okay, on Facebook, Festus Okodia says those who are supposed to check smuggling benefit more from smugglers right now. Let a special team be sent to Badagry Road between 1 and 4 a.m. Samson Daoud says Jonathan is not a smuggler. His argument is myopic. I know people who smuggle, and there is always alternative to the norms. He says, Jonathan, please go and do undercover interview. Olaoluwa Lagbe says, Wemimo, have you seen these smugglers move goods with cars with 3 tires?
Yeah.
It says he has a clip. a video, 3 tires.
Yeah, this funny looking reconstructed vehicles that have their back, elevated. Very funny looking cars.
With 3 tires.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty risky. Let's go on to YouTube and see if we got comment here. Remember, you can also send your messages onto WhatsApp. The number is 08095 975805. 08095 975805. Give me a minute to get onto that. Okay, while we're doing that, Customs have told us that we've made more money. The country has made more money now that we shut the borders because we now have more people going through, the ports, through the legal routes. But arguably, I mean, the report you've done has shown that people have found alternative routes. What I'm wondering is, if the customs are at the borders and these women have found alternative routes, do the custom officials not know this alternative route? Are they very secret routes?
How do I put it right now? They have designated where they should actually police and avoid smuggled goods into the country. These hinterlands are very, they are forests. They are villages. So I don't imagine custom guys, actually being stationed in and they're not like important big locations where you just see rice all over the place. They're like small towns, villages, rivers here and there. It's not where you can actually police.
Why can't we police these areas? I mean, if we really want to stop smuggling, then we have to do more work.
Then we have the Navy. We're doing that, but there has been a reduction. To be very fair, there has been a reduction in smuggling of goods the way it was when there was no closure.
Well, let me give you some numbers. These numbers might just, dare you to understand the full effect of smuggling on the Nigerian economy. There's a report done by the World Bank on the level of illegal importation of goods into Nigeria from neighboring countries like Benin Republic and other West African countries. We discovered that there's an astonishing 750 billion naira worth of goods, assorted goods, smuggled into Nigeria through Benin Republic every year. 750 billion naira worth of goods yearly. The amount represents about 15%. That's not the total number of smuggled goods. 15% of the total smuggled goods through that border. The World Bank report also shows that it has enough evidence that over $4 million, representing 25% of the current annual revenue generated by customs, is lost to smuggling. This is a lot of money that we are losing in the economy. While some people would say that, well, this is the only way we can cater for our families. That's the only jobs we can do. For these women, you live in this environment also. Yeah. Is this the only job they truly can do?
No, there are other jobs if they truly want to. Like I said earlier on, because it is quick money and quick spinning kind of business, you go into with a little amount of money, you don't need so much funds to smuggle in 1 EK of rice or half bag of rice. Don't need so much money. You can go and get in, like the lady I know of says she goes for like 3 or 4 trips to get EKs of rice.
That the paint
bucket.
So she goes back and forth just
like
to get
3 to 4 times
one paint
to complete the bag for that day. She does that.
And
so
it's still good business going back and forth like that?
For her, it's good business, but there's so much risk attached to it.
What are these risks?
Not even knowing it. And for some of them, they are being harassed. Like I know of some who says they've been harassed sexually by them. If you can't afford to tip the custom officials, they may ask you, hey, come on, girl, settle me on one other angle. Yeah.
Cash or kind.
Yes. And so they are being subjected to that kind of harassment. And then again, they could have their goods seized. Like I saw one, I went to Seme last November. I was trying to follow up what's happening. And I was in a car where this lady was actually also carrying rice. And she had told the driver that, Ogabe, put on for your car side. Put the rice there. They don't go see him. So that was the arrangement she had with the driver. And the custom guys came around, looked into the car, "Madam, open your bag, open your bag." She opened the bag, there was no rice there. I just smiled with him because I knew there were rice inside the car compartment of the car. When I saw another lady had been able to carry half a bag, I guess she trusted that the driver would have settled the custom guy, but they pulled that half bag of rice down and she was crying.
So is that all that happens to smugglers? Their goods get seized. Have you seen anybody, maybe arrested, convicted, any of these women, aside losing their goods?
I haven't seen, but what they tell me is the moment they confiscate their goods, they just let them go. And that's it. Story ends.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, towards the end of 2018, the Nigerian Customs Service said that a total of 238,094 50 kilograms of rice were seized between January and November 2017. The service PRO then, Joseph Attar, who's also a deputy controller, disclosed that at the end of the year breakfast meeting and was saying that the service recorded 4,010 seizures within that period with a duty paid value of 40 billion naira. If you go on and you look at it looks like rice keeps coming up. One of our callers have asked, why is rice this important? Really, why is rice this important?
Rice is, we eat rice a lot. Every party in Lagos, there's no Lagos party without jollof rice.
That jollof must be on the table, I tell you.
So I spoke with one of the ladies that goes to Smuggle. She's a caterer. She says, my client don't want to eat jollof rice made with Nigerian rice. So
she smuggles for her catering business.
Yes. She smuggles this rice and prepares it for her clients. And then it's cheaper. And she makes her profit on catering activities and also on bringing in rice for them. That's two bonus.
That's quite a deal. Let's get back to the phones and let me hear from you. The question is, why is rice this important? I know the smuggling also of cars and wares, but what is this thing with rice really? What is it? You tell me what you think. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Morning to you. Please put off your radio quickly.
Okay, please let me do it.
Very quickly.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Please, I would like to advise. My name is Sir Chris.
Welcome, Sir Chris.
From Adewuni.
Good to have you here.
Okay, please, I want to advise Mr. Jonathan. He doesn't know anything about rice smuggling. Whatever they call smuggling along that side.
Tell me what you know. What do you know about smuggling in that?
I've been to that area. Even last week, I went to Lusada. I saw many of smugglers smuggling rice.
Even last week?
Pardon?
Even last week? You mean last week? Hello?
With you right now, I don't want to mention the area. Can any our officer stand between this along the Isashi? They know. Along Isashi, they know.
So you are saying this is still ongoing right now. Your line is breaking, but I get the point. Thank you. Gladys is on VI. Good morning, Gladys.
Morning, Wemimo. How are you today?
Fantastic. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Well, the discussion is good because I know there are lots of smuggling. For like me, we buy pineapples because we don't have enough production in Nigeria, and most of the pineapples are smuggled from Cotonou because of the closure on the border. But the issue is that in the issue of rice, they need to do more research because the women, what they carry small, is not even the main issue. The main issue is that the cartel that helps to transfer the rice are the police, the soldiers, and co. From today now, check the whole My Two route. You will see them ferrying rice, 5 bags on their Okada. And they are making hell of money because they say that each bag to ferry it is 1,000 naira. So most of and they are going towards the Okeanri market. From today now, evening, they start their jobs till Sunday night.
Wow.
So apart from the women who are there, the personnel of army and all those who live in job barracks and the rest, that's what they do. The police, the custom and immigration, they are all into this business.
Wow. You're talking about a cartel right there going on, even with...
Yeah, a cartel now because she should do a proper report on the police, and then she will see the Okada them. From this evening, you will see them from My Two. Nobody stops them. They are carrying 5 bags of rice. and they're taking it straight to the market for the owners of the...
Let me understand. Are you saying that the policemen or the uniformed men ferry the rice?
Yes.
Oh,
they are
wow.
involved in it. They will not be wearing their uniform, but they are the people that ferry it for them.
So they just maybe
It's
flash their
bags
ID
that
cards.
They ferry, and they pay them 1,000 naira per bag. If it goes 10 times, it's made 50,000.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, just wow. Thank you, Gladys. Nkechi, did you see any of these guys?
That used to be very common before the closure. You actually see, army personnel, carry 1 or 2 bags, and he passes through, and then nobody stops him. But lately, it has not been that easy. So I don't know what other means or what other route they are taking, that other route that she's talking about right now. But I know before the closure, it was very, very common.
I wish we could have a police officer call in right now. And you can stay anonymous. You know how it is. We can protect your identity. Can you call and tell me what you're doing right now? Do you ferry smuggled items into the country? Felix has been on the line for a while. Hello. From Ikeja. Welcome, Felix.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ayigame Felix.
Welcome to the show.
Actually, my concern on this area of ban, because within my area, you can go to 1 to 3, 4 shops. There are some of the shops, most of the shops, you cannot even get foreign rice. The seller will tell you they don't have foreign rice. Because when you look at the cost of the foreign rice presently, you see that there's a big difference between the price of a foreign rice and that of the local one. And based on Nigeria's situation, Nigerians, we prefer to have a cheaper one. And if you go by studying those rice, the way we have different brand of foreign rice, the same way we have brand of local rice. There are good quality of local rice. If truly you want, since the ban came in, I've never eaten foreign.
Same here. And I agree with you. We have locally grown rice. I mean, and they are very okay. And
if I travel back to the village, I saw some of our farmers within our houses. They were very happy because there's a ton out of strangers coming down to buy rices from the local villages now, which will boost the economy of this country. Mm-hmm. To me, I think until we learn to patronize our own, that is when this country we move to the level we want it to be.
Felix, thank you very much. Let me speak with Friday, who's been on the line. He's back here on the show. Friday, welcome again.
Hello, good morning, my sister.
Yes, Friday.
I want to quickly correct this. See, on Sunday, I was going to church from Ile-Papa to Ibelere. Then there was a boy sitting beside me. When we get to Ibelere Junction there, the boy went down with 2 small bags of rice and a keg. This 10-liter keg, and there was rice inside it. This boy will not be more than 12 years old. Wow. Then I now asked the conductor. The conductor said that by the time this boy go 3 trips, he will have more than 1 bag. For just to say that it has reduced to 0 level, that's why I'm calling back. It is still no. It's only that it's not as much as before. It's still no. You can go and confirm by yourself. Well, I saw it on Sunday, this last Sunday, a young boy of 12 years smuggling rice.
Wow. So children are also involved in this. That's a child.
Yes. In one of my reports, there was a lady who says she and her mother does it. So the mother taught her how to go into the business when she was quite young. Now it
appears that security officials will not pay attention to children, or do they pay attention to children?
They may not pay attention to kids, and they may not even think children are actually involved in this kind of business.
But if everyone knows that children are involved, I'm wondering how they don't know.
You would see a child carrying, and this time they even put the rice in their backpack. So not the regular bag where women carry to the market. You see a child with a backpack, will you be asking him what's inside your backpack? They don't want to ask.
Tony is at Ikeja. I'm thrown. Tony, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, please, I want to contribute to you.
Please go ahead. Would like you to.
Yeah. Please, what I want to advise right now is this. Mr. Friday, the man that called Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. You are all coming for Jonathan this morning, huh?
Yeah, he always presents his arguments on your platform as if he knows it all. And that's wrong. Yeah, he talks with...
Well, you know everyone, when presenting their opinion, believe that they are right. So,
yeah,
and he's got a right to his opinion, too.
I'm a regular listener of your program, but each time he contributes, at times, a lot of bad policies by the government, he stands on it as if they are right. And even when we know that it is not convenient for him, he portrays as if it's okay by it.
Well, that's why it is his own opinion.
Smuggling is going on, and it keeps going on. Just yesterday, I went somewhere at my side.
Where is your side?
Around Ayobo area.
Yeah, and that end too, yes.
Let me tell you, there was a vehicle packed with uniform, soldier uniform. They were offloading rice.
What?
I'm telling you, just yesterday evening. So let me say, by closing border is just for those that cannot reach it. It's been happening. What of in the north, where border is not closed? So that's just Nigerian government do their things based on what they want to do, so as the way to affect others. That's the thing.
Thank you, Tony. Shehu is here from Apapa. Shehu, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you anymore?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah. Please, I want to get it right from your guest.
Okay.
If she limited her research only within the Lagos-Badagry area. Because I live in Lagos, and I find it very difficult to source this foreign rice. But when I go for holidays at home in the north, actually the foreign rice is everywhere in the market, and I get it cheaply there.
What state is that?
Lagos, in Kaduna, I got the foreign rice for 19,000.
Wow, that's even cheaper than
get a bag of rice.
That's cheaper than some bags of local rice in Lagos.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a rice for 20.
I couldn't find foreign rice for 25,000 here in Lagos. But when I got to the north, I got it for 18,000. So I'm trying to know.
So you're suggesting that this smuggling is still actively ongoing in the north of rice?
Yes.
You know the attention so far.
Yes, I don't know the method they use, but actually I believe if you need 100 bags of foreign rice, you can get it in the north.
In Kaduna right now?
Yes, and it's within 19,000. But in Lagos,
goodness.
It's always difficult for me. I don't even know where to get one.
Because you're probably not supposed to.
I'm planning on how to even get some. And the reason why I don't patronize this local rice is because of the stones.
Well, not all of them have stones. I mean, you guys stop downgrading local rice now.
What they do is that if they have a good brand today that people are patronizing, that this rice doesn't have this particular stone, some other marketers will go and print the same sack. And when they print the same sack, they will now come and start selling it. You will be thinking that it was the previous one you purchased.
I don't disagree with you. It happened to me. I mean, it was the same bag, but the rice inside, I mean, I almost had a fight with the guy that was selling. This is not the rice, but it was saying, but it's the same bag, but the content was different.
Yes,
I think you're right.
Once they see that people are, let's assume they are patronizing A bag, they will go and make the same A bag with different content.
I agree with you.
So you end up buying rice with stones.
I agree with you. Shehu, thank you. Gabriel has been holding on the line from Ikoyi. Gabriel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Gabriel.
Good to have you here. Good to have you here.
Yeah, I want to call back because I say in Aton, if you know if I'm saying something, I know what I'm talking. My wife.
That's Ota.
Ota, yes. Apart from Badagry to this, that area is the second largest. I say Aton down to the border.
That's the Diroko.
Yeah, it's the Diroko border, very, very close to us. Rice is still coming in. Even through my street, inside the bush there, they come through Okada. Sometimes some people carry their healers and block them. If you went to the front of Winners Church, that's the last.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let's speak with Owolabi. Is in transit. Owolabi, good morning. Hello, Owolabi. Owolabi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Wemimo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I just want to contribute to what you're saying.
Please go ahead. We'd like you to contribute.
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. One of the reasons why, everyone is involved in this smuggling is because a friend of mine told me in December that rice at Chicken only cost 4,000 naira. You can imagine. It wasn't rice.
4,000 naira.
4,000 naira. So everybody will be involved because they know that by the time they bring it to Nigeria, probably sell it for like 25,000.
I mean, that's very good business.
And that's why you discover that even children are involved. Parents with their children, they are involved in it. It's very, very pathetic.
Thank you very much for calling, Owolabi. The Controller General of Customs, Ali Mohammed, said that the border closure has increased revenue for import duties. Do you suggest, Nkechi, that we continue with the closure of the border? It's been months now, and it doesn't look like we have any time in view, and all because of this. And last caller just said, from Cotonou, you can get it back for 4,000 naira. And the Nigerian government has insisted that our neighboring countries are not helping us. People now they bring these goods through their countries, hoping that it will get into Nigeria.
I support the closure. One is not just rice alone, the poultry products coming in. I know that farmers in my area who are into poultry, they made profit last Christmas. Because they could skin their own chicken and, bag it, and people started buying our own chicken. There was no point going to smuggle in frozen poultry products into the country. It was for them huge profit last December. Ask any poultry farmer that made money last year. They made so much money. And they are hoping that this Easter period, they will make more profit.
They're hoping the border will be shut till Easter.
They are praying, because Jesus, let it be shut down so they can make money. So I do support it. I do.
So you tell me when you call, do you support the further closure of the border? Christopher is at Surulere. Good morning, Christopher.
Wemimo Lua.
Hi, sir.
Oh my God, finally.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I want to thank that man who called, the man who said he went to his site at Ayobo, right?
Yes.
I want to thank him. I said it right from this day one of this government. The supporters of this government, supporters of Buhari, the president, they are not helping him at all. They are not helping him. And I told most of them that this president will disappoint you people. Thank God one or two of them call and say, I'm disappointed in the voting for this man. So that guy that called from Ayobo, till tomorrow, some of them are still telling you, the man is the best, despite all the difficulties that we are facing.
So how exactly do you trace these to the president? Women deciding to smuggle, men deciding to smuggle, children involved in smuggling. How is these the president's fault?
No, he promised us change, that he's going to change the way we do things.
But how does it change the way you decide to smuggle? Because the only change we see now is that they don't go through the normal routes, they go through other routes.
Look, we just need, the Nigerians have been taking sides with this government, and they will not do any vote for gold. There's some set of vehicles like Passat. You see, there's a way they design this vehicle. They raise the chalk so high. These guys can
the first time I saw those vehicles, it was somewhere, I can't remember, right here in Lagos, towards
there was one I witnessed on Apapa Osho, the express road, around Odolowu, 6 a.m. in the morning. This guy load, I think, about 50 bags of rice. It's a Volvo car. The way they designed that Volvo, he carried about 50 bags. Police people were chasing this guy. On getting to Dolowu, brand new police lock box, so the thing just went off. And it's only the driver. They will load inside the rice, nowhere. The driver will just bring out his head when driving, right? Could you believe by the time we get to pilot, then I overtake the guy and say, my friend, what happened? The people running after you. He said, that is what he said to me.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened. The police motor just went off.
Let him right
continue.
There. But I'm taking up on where you started from. This isn't the president's fault directly, is it?
No.
We can't
with the people working with him, like the custom boss he brought. He brought Amadou Ali, or what is that man name? The retired army man.
Ahmed.
To correct whatever is going on in custom, right? And it's even worse now.
All right, Christopher, thank you very much. It says we need to ask questions from the president. And I'm asking you, what's the president got to do with this? Look at you.
You're asking me now a very personal question.
Yeah.
You want to see change? Change starts with you. And that's so. Honestly because he has said close the borders. It's been closed. You and I still go look for alternative route to get it in. It's our fault, really. You want to see change, it should start with you.
Do you think Nigerians never like to take blame for their actions?
We do not take blame, no way. We never take responsibility for our own ineptitude most times.
We're never wrong.
We are always right.
Let me speak finally with Victor from Ijegu before we go on a break. Victor? Hello, Victor? Oh, Victor, are you there? I feel so sorry when you've been holding the line for so long and then I can't hear you. All right, let's head out for a break and the news on the hour. This conversation continues at 9:30. Remember, Nkechi Macaulay did a fantastic report. She looked at female smugglers at the Seme border, their lives, and this is their life. Yeah. Even now with the closed border, this is how they feed their families.
Exactly.
And children are also involved.
Yeah.
That breaks my heart totally. Is it the fault of the president? Or is it your fault? Join the show again after this break. It's the Morning Crossfire, and I'm Wemimo Adewuni.
are the talk station of the nation, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
From your number one talk news and sports station. This is the Morning Crossfire with Wemimo and Sheriff.
We're back asking questions on smuggling in Nigeria, especially in Lagos, focusing on the semi-border and all the borders across Lagos where smuggling is a livelihood for some people, especially some women they thrive. The phone lines are buzzing. I'm coming to you in a moment, but it's just fair to go online and read some comments from there. If you want to join us online, we're on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and also on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, same on YouTube, where you can watch us live right now. The WhatsApp number to join the conversation is 08095975825, and the messages on WhatsApp. Good God, where do I start from? I'm so sorry. I'm sure you guys feel neglected already. So let's be fair and start with, let me take a random one. Okay, let's start here. Let's see. Mayor from Ajah says, good morning, Wemimo. I know some smugglers that are on the verge of smuggling 400 Toyota 2020 Camry cars. Oh, I think I know who you are. Says, at the expense of our local producers. Oh, come on. You are such a thing. Says, these powerful smugglers are conniving with customs. They're not smuggling. They're buying. You know who he's talking about? You don't know? You don't know this parable? It's talking about the lawmakers buying for...
it just clicked.
You are such a thing, Mayor. That one really cracks me up. Elisha from Ajah says, there's a huge difference in the tastes. Thank you. Eater of life between our local rice and foreign rice. Said, I visit Badagry every 2 weeks to visit my family, and when I'm back, I bring enough foreign rice to last for another 2 weeks. It says foreign rice is still available in enough quantity in Badagry. In fact, most people in Badagry have not tasted local rice since the border closure. Wow. I wish I got your name. Says Jonathan and the lady in the studio have turned the discussion into a debate. It's allowed. It's called the Morning Crossfire for a reason. Taiwo from Finland says, I don't know why Jonathan is arguing. Why are you all coming for Jonathan this morning? Says smuggling is still ongoing. The fact you don't see them again is because they have changed tactics. I was in Nigeria this January and I bought pineapple from a malam and he told me it was smuggled in. Jaya says he's ashamed that Nkechi is coming to expose the struggle of fellow women who use this to survive. How do you feel about that comment?
Yeah, that got me, because I know a whole lot of women actually use this to make ends meet. I know some widows who actually had to use this. I think one of my personal interview was a widow who says, I have no husband. It's all I do to take care of my kids in school.
Do you feel like you are snitching on them?
No, I'm not snitching on them. I'm actually a concerned Nigerian because they.
And you are a journalist.
That's my job.
A journalist job. I didn't want to answer for you. A journalist's job is to tell stories.
Yeah, we do.
And this is a story that needs to be told. Okay, let's see this from Dr. Daniel, who says, I want to say categorically that rice smuggling is still on. In my area, in Idiaraba, Lusada in Ogun State, rice smuggling is still high. They use Okada to do the smuggling. Let's see, Dele from Badagry. Okay, which of your messages? Okay, says, despite the border closures and the heavy presence of security operatives from Seme to Agbara, smuggling still exists. The customs have been bribed and the smugglers improvise various means of passing through them, like putting the rice in kegs, passenger seats, school bags, tray.
You're saying tray. What about turban? What about women who wear niqab that you have to put the rice inside of them and cover?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Ayo says smugglers should be dealt with. Look at Ghana. If a policy is made, citizens comply, but Nigerians are very difficult and they should be punished severely. He says we should even have the death sentence.
No.
Don't you think you're going too far with that? You know, I would never support capital punishment. I mean, the moment you find out someone was innocent, you can't bring them back to life. Raphael Adekoke say, as they say, there are many ways to kill a rat. If Jonathan used to see smugglers at one particular area, that does not mean there are no other areas they use now. Christopher from Aja says, why are you people exposing these people's way of livelihood? You guys seem to Nigerians. BC from Ogba says, indeed, you guys are so coming for Jonathan. He says, is he a smuggler? This is Nigeria we're talking about, where all things are possible. Says, good morning, Wemimo. Is Sheriff redeployed? Yes, he's redeployed. If you can use that word, is now on the midday show from 10, standing in for Collins Teke, who's on leave. Sedamo from Igondo says, female smugglers smuggle rice from Cotonou by buying the rice, pouring the rice in their handbags, or tying the rice to their belly, looking pregnant, along the Badagry-Seme Border Expressway. I don't have your name, but you're saying you're wondering why people are not talking about Ikola Road around Command. The smuggling there is massive. Says someone needs to investigate. Thank you. We have this informed Victor from Amuwo who says, okay, again, coming in for Jonathan, saying that you still see smugglers every morning. They bring in pineapple, rice, and chicken. He says, see, even the quality of lake rice has reduced. Says the one he bought in December was full of stones. Really? Says it wasn't like that before the closure of the border. Lack of competition has made the quality of this local rice to reduce. I'm trying to catch up with all this. So I'm coming to the phone lines in a moment. Please bear with me. But let's catch up with these comments. Oro from Ayabo says, no smuggling without customs. Government pay these agencies to watch over our border 24/7. Yet the same government have not shut down the border completely. With the same customs on standby, yet there's smuggling going on and the government still pay the people in this agency. He's saying maybe we should stop paying the custom officers if they're not doing their jobs. Tunde Salami says he needs to call on the program. He wants to tell us something important about smuggling. Go ahead and call. I'll give you the numbers again just in a moment. Okay, so you are sharing something. I don't understand it. The only Nigeria, I don't understand that message. I'm sorry. Shayi from Anthony says border closure should be on all our borders. That is when we can achieve what we want. Many motorable borders in Sokoto State, you won't even find a single custom officers there. They don't even know that border closure or that borders exist. That means they just move in and out. Dekunle says, let me see. Okay, says it blames the majority of Nigerians don't like this country. There's no patriotism. When they blame Buhari, the best thing. He's saying that he blames the legislative and judicial institutions for not being proactive in establishing the right laws in the land. Also, this is coming in from Stephen from Ayabo. Says it surprises me when people argue about the changes government promised Nigerians. If anyone still insists they are yet to see change, such a person should check himself. The closure of our land border for rice has greatly impacted on our economy positively. He said he was watching the news yesterday. The farmer in Edo State told the governor, please tell Buhari not to ever open the border again. Says God help our country. Again, this is coming in from Kingra from Eleko. Says, Wemimo, this question of if it's PMB's fault will cause wahala. Well, someone thinks it's the president's fault. Says, I trust Nigerians. Honestly, if 80% of us have legitimate jobs, I think smuggling will be minimized. Well, I can agree with that. Says, no job, and I see smuggling as a means of survival. It's 80% of PMB's fault. Says, if that child was in school, that child would not be smuggling. And that's true. Gideon says, smugglers, please stop. It says smugglers, please don't stop. Here's a plea from a Nigerian to smugglers saying, please don't stop. I wasn't happy eating rice and my teeth chewing stones bigger than my teeth. Remember, smuggling is illegal. So when you're asking them not to stop, you're asking them to keep breaking the law. And there we have Nigerian rice that is without stone. Gideon from Ikoyi says, what are the mechanisms put in place to avert the effect of border closure? About Mount 2 rice peddlers, the lady that called earlier said the truth about the security personnel, said the ban is in their favor. I've seen them countlessly. And I tried reaching out to custom officials. I could only reach the PRO for the Idiroko command, who said it needed multi-level permissions to come on the show. So we'll see if we can get him get those permissions and then come on the show. Ola from Ogun State said he was coming into Lagos on the 23rd of December. The vehicle I boarded was carrying more than 70 cartons of frozen food, and the driver stopped at different locations at a distance before customs checkpoint, walked to them, settled them, and the customs allowed them to go. Okay, I'll summarize there. Muhib from Lekki Peninsula, smuggling of rice has reduced in my area in Abeokuta, unlike before where they, I don't know. Okay, just unlike before. Let's keep it there. Let's get back to the phone lines. You've been trying to call. For those who don't have the numbers and you've been trying to reach us, I'll give you the phone numbers all over again.
Call us on 01-277-0993, 01-277-1993, 01-277-2993, and 01-277-3993. This is Nigeria Info. We are listening.
Okay, I'll beg your pardon, callers, again, to please allow me head to Twitter before we have people having my head. Notorious General says rice that was from Thailand that entered ship to Cotonou and got smuggled to Nigeria is 23k. The one planted in Nigeria is 19k. Says it makes no sense because it's with 6k when it arrives at Cotonou. Toby Adonu shares a video. He said he did on Lasso Road of smuggling vehicles on three wheels. Oh, wow. I'll check it out in a moment. Okay. Joy Forever says, thank God for this. Okay, the Mr. Shell who called on the line was saying go to the north. He can only eat foreign rice. Says he was in the north few days to Christmas. The border was as porous as water. We know the truth, but we pretend. The policy is one-sided. Mutasa Miki Yusuf, okay, commenting on another thing. Let's go down here. Again, a video of smuggling. Sedomo says female smugglers smuggle rice. Okay, I think you sent this a message to WhatsApp. Okay, all right. Let's keep it there and get back to the phones. Okay, if you're just joining, it's Friday. That means we're having an edition of partnership with the Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism. We look at reports done by female reporters under the Report Women Network. And today we're talking with Nkechi Macaulay of Radio 1, who did a report on female smugglers at the Seme border. Can they catch this report online to listen to?
Yes, it's on my page on Twitter.
What's your handle on Twitter?
Macaulay Nkechi. Ask Macaulay Nkechi.
At Macaulay Nkechi, you can go there and ask her more questions or to listen to that report so you can get more details of it. Let's see who is here. Good morning. Good morning.
Wemimo.
No, this is not Jonathan. No.
No, I seem to be on the lamplight now. Let me talk.
No.
I seem to be on the lamplight.
You want to defend yourself. People have almost
to be on the lamplight,
skinned you. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I seem to be on the lamp and I enjoy it.
I mean, you
12-year-old.
Yes.
That is very factual. That thing that guy smuggled 12-year-old. What percentage is it?
But if it goes back and forth,
can it feed just a parlor and a room? Can it feed it? See, the real smuggling we are talking about anymore is the real commercial smuggling we are talking about. Those people that you see that Friday is talking about, I know those boss and I Mazda boss, and we know them on that road. Madam, we know them too. What I'm trying to say is very simple. Like on the video we are talking about this anymore, I'm in support of the closure of that border. There's no how economic activities in this country will erupt if we don't stop importation of every single thing imported in this country. We just keep on going around the circle. We keep on going around the circle, and we're doing ourselves, we're blaming innocent somebody. You understand me? That's simple. But anyway, I don't just want to open up. I know where I
open up. You're on the Morning Crossfire. Open up.
Am I the rice there Wemimo? If you need rice, call me. Local rice. So, and what is in my parlor right in my room? It's local rice. No stone.
No stone.
No stone. I'm repeating. If I can't see you, but madam, you're from the east. If I come eat for bank, then I write to go give me. Don't be funny, I go give me.
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan, thank you very much. Let's speak with Kenny, who's on the line from VI. Kenny, good morning.
Good morning, Wemimo.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Kenny is my name.
Welcome to the show.
Please let me collect Jonathan's number.
You guys, please. So he can serve us the rice.
But you see, I just want to speak about the border closure.
Yes, please.
The fact is that there are some policies of government that are not sustainable in the long run. It's working now. It's working maybe just for farmers. But there are other products, there are other goods and services. Do you know that the border is even closed even to export? So people cannot even export products from Nigeria. So it's beyond just close the border for if we really want our economy to grow. You know, there are some basic things we need to do first. Infrastructure, road, power. You know, by the time you have such things.
Hello, Kenny.
Now, hello?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so when you have such massive production of rice, it's going to be, and it will be of high quality to the extent that the price will drop definitely, and there's no point going to bring in foreign rice again.
Sorry about that. But Kechi, the only thing smuggled is in rice. We've talked about vegetable oil, poultry products, wares, second-hand clothing.
Yeah.
You also mentioned Gary.
Yeah, there's
and
Cotonou
palm oil.
Gary. Yes. There's Cotonou Gary. If you come all the way to the markets from Agbara, you see Cotonou Gary, and I like their flakes. It's pure white. It's tasty, and much better than the Ijebu Gary.
So does this point out that we have a problem with quality control of the things we produce in Nigeria?
I believe so.
I mean, Gary.
I believe so, because if we can make our own Gary like the ones from Cotonou, I would definitely want to buy more of the white ones. Now, I don't enjoy the Jebu Gary, but when you eat the Cotonou Gary, oh my God, cold water.
So if I'm wondering, the farmers, the people who produce Gary, palm oil, you also mentioned smuggling of palm oil.
Yeah, they do, because I had actually bought one palm oil and I discovered it was bitter. So I went to the market and I asked the lady, what's happening? She was like, sorry, you just bought one from Cotonou. And I said, do you guys still import? You guys still bring in palm oil? We have our own. Why are we still buying from the borders again?
You should join the show next week. We have a full day talking about palm oil importation. In fact, guys on the team were shocked when I told them that we lose about 90 billion every year to importation of palm oil. Does that shock you? Peter is here from Oshodi. Good morning, Peter. Hello, Peter. Peter, are you there? Oh, I'm so sorry, Peter. I can't hear you.
Yeah, we're calling from Ikoyi.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Gabriel. I call you from Ikoyi.
Welcome to the show. Gabriel? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Please bear with us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
This is Emeka from Lagos Island.
Good to have you here.
Somebody earlier said that it's the main president.
Oh no, Gabriel, I'm sorry, I'll have to let you go. Your line is very poor. Let me take some comments from our Facebook feed. Perifugwa King Graph here says, it's all about recycling of corruption and smuggling. You smuggle, custom will seize it and sell it right back. Who do you blame, the government or the smuggler? MEMS says also that there is no smuggling without customs. Okay, I think I read your comment earlier. Again, the same comment about women pretending to be pregnant across the border and they're only pregnant with smuggled items. So how do they smuggle in clothing?
For the women, for guys, they could smuggle in basically from a Papa Wharf. They could get theirs there. And then, but for the women, they just go in there and there's actually a big market in Badagry anyway for fairly used clothes. So they could always go there and just buy. And then put it in their bags, if you open a woman's bag and you see clothes and shoes, if she tells you these are my children's clothes and shoes, would you accuse her of anything wrong?
After all, she just bought clothes for her children.
For her children.
Let's speak, I think, almost finally with Victor from Ijego. Victor, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, please, I want to correct one impression.
Okay.
Most times when people call, they say that the border in the north are not closed. The border in the north, all the borders in the north are closed. The same way we have smuggling here in the south, it's the same way smuggling is going on. I don't like when people call into a radio station and they say unsubstantiated statements. That is one. On the issue of foreign rice, I don't even like the foreign rice. I eat local rice because our local rice are more nutritious. I'm not a fan of border closure because it is inefficiency of the government that they pass on to the citizens to suffer. I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's what I want to contribute.
Thank you very much. He insists that the border is closed, very much closed in the north. Well, that's left for us to debate because we had a lawmaker on the floor of the House from Zamfara State said he went home during Christmas and the borders were open. So we're not in the north right now, but we can debate that conversation. We need to go now. The phone lines are still buzzing. You'll want to contribute, but really, I do need to go. I must thank very much Nkechi Macaulay. Thank you for doing that fantastic report. See how much controversy.
I can see. Where's Jonathan? I want to meet him.
Jonathan, you guys should go hang out since you stay at the same end. Well, thank you, Nkechi, for coming on the show. Tuji Andrews is here because the Money, Business and Economy show comes up at 9:30. Tuji, have you recovered from the argument yesterday?
No, I haven't.
If you're wondering what argument that was, the Money Crossfire show was aflame yesterday. We ran up with such a big argument. It was World Social Justice Day, and we're arguing about if there is gender equality in terms of job pay. The argument is going on online now because I shared the video. If you missed it, just go onto my handle on Twitter. You'll see there. At Nigeria Info FM. You can also hear Tunji's opinion, and Zeal also jumped in on it.
Let's try. I don't want to say my thoughts, but let's try.
I think your thoughts were clearly spoken yesterday.
Yeah. No, I don't think I said what I wanted to say. But, I could have said
know
more.
what you wanted to say. No, you can't say that here.
Yeah,
your
that's the only problem.
Your mic will go off.
Yeah.
What's coming up at 9:30?
So yes, we try to do agri-related stuff on Fridays, but also, I mean, there's a lot of news going on about the economy that we will just touch briefly, and just to let you guys know what's going on in the economy as concerns 2020. Too many things happening. It's just hitting us left, right, and center. Pretty much a buzz scenario.
After the buzz,
then the buzz
comes the buzz. Join the morning, the Money, Business and Economy just at the bottom of the hour, 9:30. It's Friday, guys. I'm so happy. That means I get to put my feet up all weekend. Monday morning, let's talk quota system. Do you believe quota system has helped us in Nigeria? Let's talk about that on the show. The show starts at 6 a.m. with a fantastic conversation on the Chit Chat. Big thanks to everyone on the team. I'll see you all gladly on Monday morning. Have a fantastic weekend.
More talk, news and sports after this.